By God, I've done it. I cannot believe I actually did it. I have just 100% platinumed Death Stranding. Now, the whole reason I had no intentions of doing this. I'm going to be completely honest. I had zero intentions of platinuming this game when I first started it up again for the second time. The entire purpose of me starting up Death Stranding again for the second time was to hopefully see some things that I missed out on the first time round. And I am so happy to say that yes, this game does deliver on certain things that you will not see if you don't go the whole way to the very bitter end. There were simple things like rock slides. There were other things where you go to a settler and you find out that that settler has actually died. And instead of him popping up on the hologram, it is a freaking BT. One of the biggest ones that I saw was there's this one guy that you gotta deliver a pizza to. You gotta deliver pizzas to this guy throughout the game. And you're like, why the hell do I need to deliver? I'm trying to connect America, but this guy wants me to deliver pizzas. You find out that that was actually Higgs the whole time. There is a bunch of little tiny things that you will not see on your first playthrough. And you definitely will not see unless you 100% this game. Now, for me, it took just about 130 hours of playing this game just about every day. Most of the trophies that you get by simply playing the game. By the time I finished the game, I had 75% of the trophies unlocked, and that wasn't me trying to get trophies at all. Some of them are very simple, such as use the music player in your room for the first time. Easy. Throw a chiral contaminated item into a tar pool. Easy. But there was also some that took a lot of time and dedication, and there was honestly times where I thought, you know what, I don't think I'm gonna platinum this thing. And if you don't have a guide or access to the internet or anything like that, I think that platinuming this game would be next to impossible. Now, the first thing I did in fact do is I built all of the roads that were possibly able to be built in this game. I built the highway. And the only reason that I built the highway was because I was hoping that it would be for an achievement. So you can imagine my disappointment when I finished this road. It took me 70 hours to complete this road and no achievement popped up. But you know what? It was a good goal for me personally to have it done because I didn't touch it at all the first time through, and it also made delivering large amounts of cargo and getting those 5 stars for each settler a lot easier. So obviously the first hurdle you're going to have to come across is getting 5 stars with each settler. Sometimes, I don't know, you gotta go back to the private room, you gotta sleep, you gotta read the email, then you gotta go deliver something to them. It was quite frustrating. The second big hurdle you have to come across is finding all of the memory chips. Now, this is something I wouldn't recommend doing until you are fully complete with the game and you do have everybody on 5 stars, because some of the things are dependent on where you are in the story. And even me completing the story 100%, there were still some memory chips that I didn't have access to because I needed to continue to deliver packages to these people, so they would send me an email, I would read the email, and then that would spawn the memory chip. But I had a little picture which had all of the memory chips on the map, and then it's just simple as that, going from place to place and picking up these chips. The third hurdle was fabricating every piece of fabricatable gear that this game offers you. That's boots, level 1, 2, and 3. That's power walkers, 1, 2, and 3. Bola gun, level 1 and 2. Everything. And what happened with me, what I found is I hadn't gotten certain schematics because I think what happened is I sort of did these 5 stars out of sequence. And what I mean by that is I would not move on to a new area until I had 5-starred that place. So having that done, for whatever reason, I wasn't given the blueprints or the schematics to create certain things. And the few things that I really had to work at was the trucks, the level 1, 2, 3, and the defense trucks, where I had 5-starred the distribution center, and all the guides I was reading saying that you get the truck schematic on, I don't know, star 2, and by the time you hit full 5 stars, you get all the schematics. Basically, the trick on that was just keep delivering packages to these outposts. And most of the time, I'm not talking random packages you find on the ground. I'm talking you have to go to another outpost, take on an order that will take you to the outpost you're trying to level up, and do that. And I found that after 3 or 4 deliveries, that I indeed did get all those schematics and was able to craft everything that I needed to craft. The 4th hurdle, premium deliveries. You need to do at least 20 premium deliveries in every category. There are 4 separate categories. The easiest way for me to go about this, and you just got to remember, you do have to go to hard difficulty, because if you do not go to hard difficulty, you won't be given the proper rank for your delivery. And you also have to make sure that you do actually select premium deliveries when doing these deliveries. The easiest route for me to do this was just to stay up in the mountains, because I had a pretty intricate zipline course, and I was able to get from A to B super quick and complete all 80 of those deliveries. And the final hurdle, the hurdle that I just finished, was actually getting every single delivery category up to level 60. Now, this one was somewhat difficult because not all outposts have what you are looking for. The one that took me the longest was delivery time, and not every outpost you go to has a delivery time order. So you gotta kind of just bop around everywhere until you find one, and then hopefully you find one that has a huge likes percentage, and then you do that on a premium delivery, and then you should have that done in no time. But honestly, my biggest takeaway from doing this, completing this game 100%, is how much more I enjoyed the game the second time around. And the real purpose for that is because the first time I was playing the game, the gameplay got in the way of me experiencing the story the game was trying to tell. Whereas in this play session, in this playthrough I should say, the story was getting in the way of the gameplay that I was trying to experience.